Hello, happy Monday, welcome to a whole new week here on the vlog. I'm excited, I'm looking forward to this week. It's going to be good, I'm determined for it to be. Last week was weirdly tiring and the vlog was a little bit lackluster, so let's make a lusterful vlog. It's going to be great. I had a lovely weekend, seeing friends on both days. As you'll know, I think it was in the vlog, some clips from the visit I did on Saturday, and then on Sunday we went to see Asher and Justine and various spouses socially distanced in the park. It was absolutely lovely. Got to see the baby. It was very, very nice. But I didn't get much reading done, and I did get a little bit caught by the sun because foolish times. Wear sun cream. It's not difficult. I don't know what's wrong with me. But I did have a lovely time. I didn't therefore read very much, and when I got back I was like, I'm dying because sun. So instead I listened to the rest of the Hero at the Fall audiobook. Again, when audiobooks are short, you can do them in a day. Weird. So I have finished a book, and that I'm pleased with, which means I'm now one book into my July TBR. Never mind, it's fine, because I'm also going to abandon it even more. Basically, I'm not excited for anything on my TBR right this second, and it's sending me slumpwards, and that's really miserable. And I did receive some books borrowed from Justine at the weekend that I would really like to read, and I'm hoping this will re-energise my reading. I'm going to try and read a little bit of TBR alongside because they aren't long, but let's make them the focus of this vlog. I am talking, of course, about the Murderbot series by Martha Wells. These are well known. Oh, they make a horrible noise. I'm not a big fan of the noise. Yeah, Katie's read these, Justine's read these, she really loves them. I would like to read them, and then I don't have a copy of the novel, but let's see how we go with 4 novellas in this week. I think it'll be very easy. So yeah, welcome to Judith Reads Murderbot Diaries, the vlog. But first things first, I am going to just, again, as I do almost every Monday, just reset this room a little bit because it's looking just a bit chaotic, and I think that lends itself to chaotic living. So let's reset the room. I will see you tomorrow. Hey. It is Monday afternoon. I know it is not in fact tomorrow. I thought I would just drop in. I'm trying to stay motivated today, and this is how I'm planning on doing it. It is afternoon, end of the day, basically. It's the end of the working day. It's lovely and grey outside. It's really looking very miserable, but without raining, and I love the rain, so I'm kind of bummed. But it has been a good working day. I've also managed to, in my lunch break and other various working break times, finished some reviews, which is good, so do go check out the blog, they will be up. What I've started doing is all the books that are kind of like, I don't need to write a whole review for this, owned TBR, middle of the road, I don't hugely recommend it, there's not a lot to talk about books, I've just been writing mini reviews for them, and it's honestly taking such a huge weight off my mind. I'm really appreciating it. But I have also finished 2 little novellas. I finished All Systems Red, which is the first one, and Artificial Condition, which is the second book in the Murderbot Diaries. I really enjoyed them. They were really, really good. I think I definitely needed to check out my TBR and just read something that I wanted to read, which is really good, and hopefully it's reinvigorated me. I think I'm going to try and pick up Mayday as my next book after I finish these, because I'm excited about that, and I want to read it, and I want to talk to Josie about it, and I'm excited about that. So trying to stay with things that are interesting me and not get completely bogged down in all the other stuff. I'm going to try and do lots and lots of reading this week. That's what I want. That's what I want out of the day. The other thing that I'm a little bit bummed about, other than the lack of rain, is that I was meant to be getting tea delivered today. Well, it's one of those, it's in the post, and I don't know when the post will come, but our post comes very, very late in the afternoon. But alas, it has not come today. I think we're just not getting post on Mondays at the moment, which is a bummer. So this vlog is now not only Murderbot Diaries vlog, but also Tea Watch 2020. But I should probably talk about these. So if you don't know, Murderbot is the main character of this and is kind of a security unit. Yeah, security android. Murderbot has hacked its own governor module and basically just wants to watch TV. That's all it wants to do, and ends up getting sucked into these various adventures and other things, and that's what this is. There are 4 novellas and a novel. I have all of the novellas borrowed from the lovely Justine. Thank you, Justine, after the weekend of sunburn. And then I will probably do the novel separately. But yeah, it's just like good, fun sci-fi. So far it's been quite casual. I don't know if they get more emotional and darker, but yeah, I'm really loving them so far. This has been bonus content with me, largely just complaining about the lack of tea. I'm hoping it will come tomorrow. If not, I'll be very sad because also I'm almost out of tea and that is a travesty. Hello. I don't think I vlogged this morning. I'm going to say probably not. It is Tuesday evening. I'm back in this jumper because it is chilly outside. And I've been doing a little bit of reading, not a huge amount, it's been a busy day. I have finished, I don't know if I mentioned I was reading Fahrenheit 451, but I finished that. It was an audiobook. It was very good. It was a dramatisation. I don't know how much they count, but I'm counting it because it's my decision. And I looked up the plot and they were very close, so it's probably fine. But yeah, I really enjoyed that. I thought it was interesting. I can see why a lot of people have read it, like it a lot. I will at some point seek out the proper, actually written down book version. It is not that day today, but it was good. And then I read probably another 5% or so of The Declaration of the Rights of Magicians. I'm liking it well enough. I'd say the majority of what I've read at the moment has been Pitt the Younger and William Wilberforce, but pre-Pitt the Younger being Prime Minister. And I know enough about that period of history to get where it's coming from, but not enough to be able to say whether it's truthful, how much of it's fantasy and how much of it isn't. I'm kind of coming down on, I think this is an interesting world and an interesting take on this period in time. I think I would prefer if it were completely parallel universe, different names of people, so we still have a very young Prime Minister, but maybe not making it Pitt and Wilberforce, but maybe that's more important, I don't know. I'd say I'm only about 10% in, so I don't really know. And I haven't read any more Murderbot yet today. I think I'm going to plough ahead with Declaration of the Rights of Magicians while it's still in my head, because that is the review copy I have that is already out. I think Mayday is out fairly soon though, so I must get to that. But yeah, that's the one I really want to focus on because that's the one I'm technically behind on, so we shall see. But to do that, I must sign off the vlog and keep reading. Hello, happy Thursday. Yeah, skipped Wednesday again. The whole day I was like, I shouldn't skip Wednesday, I should film later. And then it got to the end of the day and I haven't. So hello again. Plant has been watered. At some point I will give you an update on the plant, but honestly it looks pretty much the same. Could it be a fake plant? I don't think so. Reading update. Do I have much to update you on? I want to have a vague talk about, what's it called? Declaration of the Rights of Magicians. I'm about a third of the way through now, and I can't work out what this book is meant to be. So the bulk of the plot at the moment, I would say, I think it will probably shift in the balance, but there's kind of three segments. We have England, France, and Haiti, and the bulk of stuff at the moment has been in England with Pitt the Younger and William Wilberforce, who are real people who existed. And because of the film, the biopic Amazing Grace, I know quite a lot about William Wilberforce's life story, and also going to Catholic school. That's kind of one of the people you learn about. And this book is currently his life story and his work in the abolition of the slave trade in the UK. But why is it also magic? And is that okay? Yeah, I'm trying to work out. And I don't 100% know, and I think the only way to know is actually going to have to be to read the whole thing. But it's very slow going, I think, because my brain is constantly going, but why are we talking about, why are they now hunting evil things in an abbey when 5 minutes ago they were meeting with a group of abolitionists? I don't understand. So that's where I'm at with that now. If you've read it, comment below with what you're thinking, because I genuinely don't know how I feel. And I'm also 50 pages through Rogue Protocol, which is the third Murderbot book. I don't think I actually talked enough about the fact that I had read books 1 and 2, or that I'd finished Hero at the Fall at the weekend, but there we go. I was out of practice talking about reading because I didn't do any last week. Yeah, I'm really enjoying these. Books 1 and 2 were good. I think book 2 was stronger than book 1 because it brought in new characters for Murderbot to interact with. This one, the first 50 pages, have been good. With novellas, it takes quite a lot to get the setup done, and we're not quite through that yet, so I don't know where it's going 100%, but I'm looking forward to reading that. And then I have the fourth one on deck ready to go. I'm woefully behind on my actual TBR. Like, there's no mincing words about it, just woefully behind. I'm kind of not fussed at the moment. Like, I'm so behind now that it kind of doesn't matter. But let's try and catch up. I'm going to do my best. I'm going to keep going with Declaration of the Rights of Magicians today. I'm going to keep going with Murderbot, and then we'll see where we get to after that. I'm also going through the process of adding closed captions to my videos, so I'm going to work on that as well. And I have Monday's video filmed. So I did film yesterday, just not a vlog clip. Monday's video is filmed, so that's ready to upload. So while that uploads, ready to be subtitled, I'm going to finish this, and then it's work, and then it's the rest of the day. I will be back tomorrow to tell you that I've read another 12 pages or something ludicrous. Hello, and welcome to what is probably too bright of a vlog segment, but perhaps life is helping me and the sun is going behind a cloud. Hello! It is Friday night. Yeah, I didn't vlog most of today. Again, same like Wednesday, I just kept thinking, oh, I must do that at some point, and then haven't done. But unlike Wednesday, I've actually pulled the camera out and I'm filming. The camera's been kind of everywhere around the room today. I've been taking new photos for Bookstagram. I also haven't edited the vlog, which I normally do on a Friday, so that's probably my job for this evening. So I shall go and make myself a cup of tea in just a moment. I have 2 reading updates for you. No, 3. I have 3 reading updates for you, I think. If it turns out that it's 2, I'll just edit this one out. I finished Rogue Protocol. I can't remember if I talked about this yesterday. I can't actually remember what day I finished this. Third Murderbot book. Really enjoyed it. Thought it was good. My favourite of all of them so far. I think I had the most sense of what was going on in this book and kind of the wider stuff. So yeah, very good. Don't have a huge amount more to say on this. I think I'm going to do a wrap-up-y kind of segment when I've read all 4. I'm not going to talk about the novel because I haven't read it yet. Again, holding up my Kindle, don't know why. Finished Declaration of the Rights of Magicians, and also wrote my review for it, so that is now up on the blog. I will link that below if I remember. Verdict on that one. Jury's out, to be honest. I don't know. So I read the acknowledgement/author's note, and she talks about how it's a mythologization, probably that one, of the history of France, England, and Haiti in the 18th century, which is what it is. That's valid. But I suppose my question is, should we be mythologizing the elements that she focuses on, like the Haitian Revolution, which I didn't know a lot about? Should a fantasy novel be where I'm learning about that? And that's not necessarily a criticism of her, maybe it's a criticism of the English education system, but just posing it to you. What are your opinions on where we draw the line in historical fantasy? What's fair game to change to be magical and what's fair game, what's not fair game? Interesting. So yeah, I've opted to just sort of not give that a star rating because I genuinely can't make up my mind how I feel about it. The actual writing was fine. The plot was fairly interesting. It's difficult to say. I know the English side of the story very well. I know about William Wilberforce for various reasons. I just know a lot about that period. I found that the most jarring in terms of where it would suddenly become magical. I don't know if the same would be true if I knew a lot about Robespierre, which I just don't. Or indeed the Haitian Revolution. Again, I just don't. And the sun is back out again. I'm just going to do the rest of the vlog segment like this. There's not much more to say, it's fine. I then finished... I can use it to shelter myself from the sun. No, I then finished Mayday by Josie Jeffrey. I really love this. I thought it was really good. This is an ARC copy, but I assume the finished copy will look fairly similar. This is now out and available. You can go and buy yourself a copy. I really think you should. Obvious disclaimer, I do know Josie personally, but this actually really knocked my socks off. Of all of her books I've read 3 other Josie books and 1 short story, and this has been my absolute favourite so far. I don't know if it's the setting or the characters or what, but this was just really great, and it's lovely bi-representation, a romance where people actually talk to each other about what's going on instead of keeping it secret and causing problems later on. A miracle. You know, I really, really enjoyed this. I think this is well worth a read, especially if you know and love Oxford. It's good fun to kind of peek bits out in there. Yeah, totally solid. Would recommend. So yeah, that's what I've been reading. I think next I'm gonna pick up... Oh, I don't know. That's a lie, I do know. I'm gonna pick up the 4th Murderbot book because I'd like to finish that and wrap that tomorrow so that this vlog can officially have been I read all the Murderbot novellas that exist currently. So that'll be what I pick up next after I've done whatever marathon editing I'm about to have to do. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow for hopefully I read some more time. I don't know. Welcome to Saturday morning. Yeah, welcome to Saturday morning and the very green lighting that is first thing in the morning in this bedroom. I've just been out for a rollerblade because I can do that now. I went around the block, I went like outside of my back garden for the first time, which is very, very exciting. Turns out a lot easier to rollerblade on the road than it is on really uneven concrete in your back garden. Who'd have thunk it? Right, let's close out this weekly reading vlog. How has it been? It's been a good week, I think. I have read a couple of things off my TBR. I think 2 things off my TBR, so that's good. And I've also read all 4 Murderbot Diaries books, so it's been a pretty good reading week. Just my TBR is way behind, but that's what this weekend is for. I do have a review I want to film, but I'll probably film that tomorrow because I look a bit of a mess today. But other than that, I'm going to read, so that'll be really nice. Let's chat about what I finished yesterday. I know I vlogged literally less than 12 hours ago, so I had talked about Mayday, that was already done. And then in the evening I finished Exit Strategy, which is the final Murderbot Diaries book. I really liked this one as well. I think overall, is this the third one? I need like which number they are on them somewhere. I think Rogue Protocol, which is the third one, was my absolute favourite. I think I just connected to it the most. I liked the plotline the most. It felt the most coherent to me. They are all very good. I think now that you can read all 4 plus the novel, I mean, I don't know about the novel. I'm going to read that when I can. I'm going to get round to it, basically, is what I'm saying. I think that'll be a next month read. If you can read all 4 of them, do. Just because I think that you need the character progression and the kind of questions. It is kind of more like 4 segments of a book, I suppose, but a very disparate one. So yeah, it's good to have that progression. I just think 3 make the most sense for me, but I know other people like other ones, so who knows. I wasn't as mad about this as I know other people have been, and I don't know if it's because I wasn't waiting for the next one or not, you know, talking about it with other people. I thought they were really good, don't get me wrong, really enjoyed them, but they didn't kind of spark something, oh, this is phenomenal in my head. And I don't know if that was because of my high expectations. I don't know if that's because I'm not novella brained. So yeah, really, really, really enjoyed them. Just, they weren't 5-star reads for me. I think 3 could be, but it's more like a very high 4. That's kind of where I'm at. And yeah, that's all I read yesterday evening. I did start an audiobook of, I've been trying to use my library's online ebook service a bit more because I'm trying to not have to subscribe to Scribd when I run out of books, is basically what I'm saying. So I'm trying to use that more, and my hold came in for, is it called The Red Pyramid? I can't remember. It's the first book in the Magnus Cain, and the Cain books by Rick Riordan, which I've been wanting to read for ages, and they happen to be there, and I'm kind of trying to read all of that universe stuff at some point in life, and this seemed as good a time as any, so that's going alright. I'm about a third of the way through that, enjoying that fairly well, continuing my theme of reading anything but what's on my TBR, but in an attempt to fix that, next book I'm going to pick up is Cinderella is Dead, which I'm really looking forward to reading. So those are my plans for this weekend, but we'll see. I will see you again next Sunday, and you'll find out how next week went. While you're here, if you're watching, if you haven't already, please do subscribe. It makes me feel loved and appreciated, and also validates me in a way that I wish it didn't. You can also comment below, how was your week? What have you been up to? What have you been reading? Am I a fool for going straight to these Kane books? I haven't read the intervening ones, like the ones where the Roman gods come in, but I think it should be fine. I think that's everything. Go and follow me on all of my social media, you can find out when I'm doing stuff, and I will see you in the next one. Travesty.